It's become a hot button topic in the U.S., especially this past year, the Second Amendment, gun rights, and concealed carry laws. Tonight, in part one of a two-part series, our Katie Koppel breaks down concealed carry laws in the tri-state area and why stepping into a classroom can benefit everyone around you.
Can I legally carry a firearm on my person without a permit? Am I breaking the law if I carry a concealed handgun into a public place for my own protection? Concealed carry laws are set by individual states, and Iowa's are relaxing in the coming weeks.
And I think that a lot of Iowans are hoping that in July 1st, when constitutional carry kicks off, that they won't need a permit anymore. And that's kind of a misunderstanding of the law.
Come July 1st, Iowa will move to a constitutional or permitless carry state, meaning you will not need a permit to carry a concealed handgun on your person. Until then, you do need a permit. But what about Iowa residents who want to carry in another state? Well, you need to follow that state's concealed carry laws, meaning you'll most likely need an official permit or license to carry. Each state sets its own laws when it comes to carrying a concealed handgun. The state of Nebraska is a shall-issue state, meaning permits are issued at the state level by the State Patrol. To carry a concealed weapon, you first have to take a firearms training course. Nebraska has the strongest laws for concealed carry in the tri-state, but its permit is recognized by several other states in the U.S. The concealed carry laws for the state of South Dakota fall between Iowa and Nebraska. South Dakota is a shall-issue constitutional carry state, with permits being issued by the county sheriff's office. South Dakota gives anyone over the age of 18 who can legally have a firearm the option to conceal carry without a permit, but permits are encouraged and give holders the ability to carry in other recognized states like Nebraska. Now you might be asking yourself, but if my state is a constitutional carry state where a permit is not required, what's the point of taking a concealed carry class and getting that permit? For many, it's personal responsibility.
I would say even though Iowa is changing the regulations where you don't need a class to get a permit, that doesn't relieve you from the responsibility to get training and to know the laws, to know when you can use a gun and when you shouldn't, and you know what you need to do, and just get that basic training. Just because you have the gun doesn't mean it's going to save your life. You still have to have the mental ability and the desire to learn.
Currently, 20 states have some form of constitutional carry laws. This has grown in the last 12 months, with states like Iowa, Montana, and Tennessee passing new legislation for self-defense rights.
People are failing to understand with constitutional carry is you still have an obligation to the rest of the community to be capable with that firearm. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't recognize how little training they actually have.
Along with concealed carry laws varying by state, so does when and where you can carry.
We teach the laws, and then we can kind of teach the nuances of the different states. You know, an example would be Iowa's 0.08%. You can legally carry up to that limit when you're drinking. To me, that's crazy, but whatever. And then Minnesota is 0.04. Nebraska, you can't drink and carry at all, right? And so you have to understand those laws as you travel and what you can and can't do.
Concealed carry classes don't just teach the laws and regulations, but the emotional and mental ramifications should you fire your weapon at another person.
We really focus on the awareness side of things. We say that you'll win 100% of the fights that you don't get into. And so even though you have the tool on you, which would be your firearm, most people who carry after they come through this class, they actually learn other skills, and so they don't ever need that. They recognize when there's a threat way before it becomes something that would be deadly.
As Grover says, when you choose to carry a handgun for personal defense, you aren't just representing yourself, but everyone you encounter.
You really need to make it a priority. If you're going to carry for personal defense, you have an obligation to the rest of the gun community to be responsible with that. So make sure you're doing it right, make sure your gear's right, make sure your training is correct, and keep continually auditing those skills. Never be the master, always the student.
In Sioux City, Iowa, Katie Koppel, Siouxland News.
For a more comprehensive breakdown of concealed carry laws in the tri-state region, you can visit this story on our website, SiouxlandNews.com. And tune in again tomorrow night for part 2 of this series. Katie and our Diana Castillo take a concealed carry class with a local instructor.